What's up, guys? All right, so now that we've talked about a bunch of things regarding like the psychology of a consumer, right? Human behavior and stuff like that. Let's actually talk about sales funnels, right? Because I mean, that's what this course is all about. So, what is a sales funnel really, right? I mean, like what is it at the end of the day? You might be thinking like, "Oh, hey, I've got a website. Like, why do I need a sales funnel? Like, I just send my customers to a website and they'll just go buy right there, right?" And the sales funnel is really an ingenious invention, in fact. And I want to going to give you a little bit of a backstory, and I want to show you this is a kind of a funny image where it's like why using sales funnels is the best thing since sliced bread. So kind of shows you like the evolution of everything from the time of sliced bread. And of course there's the internet there, there's like a computer there, and then there's sales funnels. Now, obviously they're not that important, but I mean, they are at the heart of pretty much your ability to make money online. All right. So in order to really kind of explain the whole sales funnel thing, let's go back and we talked about traffic temperature, right? We talked about the temperature of the traffic that's coming to you, right? Before, say, they even enter your website, enter your sales funnel, they're cold traffic, right? Cold traffic comes from, for example, blog posts, social media updates, content videos, podcasts, primary research, case study. These are just some examples on this image. And cold traffic becomes warm traffic when they take you up on some kind of offer, right? And you develop a relationship with them. Now, that offer can be a lead magnet, that can be a quiz or a survey, white papers, whatever it is, something that gets them to put in their email address in exchange for some free thing, right? So, or some, you're giving them something, some sort of value, okay? And once they are warm traffic, you start to develop a relationship with them, right? Warm traffic are free or paid webinars, flash sales, low ticket offers, physical products, kind of like free plus shipping type of things, software products, demos, branding videos, books, right? Free or paid, a la carte services, softwares, plugins, free trials, right? And then they can become hot traffic. Hot traffic, often from the warm traffic to the hot traffic, you can use, it can be like events, but it doesn't have to be, right? Warm traffic to hot traffic can simply be providing a lot of value to the consumer, to the lead, and then making them into hot traffic, right? Into like high ticket paid type of people, right? But you kind of are ascending them up. Now, I know we're talking about sales funnels. Sales funnels go down. You have to kind of picture it the other way around, but we'll talk about that. This is my buddy Russel Brunson. This is in his office in Boise, Idaho. Russel Brunson is the founder of a company called ClickFunnels, which is some pretty epic software to build sales funnels. And this is a photo of he and I taking a selfie to send to another guy kind of as a joke, right? To spend a day with this guy, he would charge you $250,000 to spend a single day with him. I got to shadow him, spend some time with him, hang out with him. He's a good friend of mine now. I'm not telling you that to brag. I'm just telling you that because I have some deep insight into funnel building, the funnel culture, right? And of course, to Russell himself, I helped him to do some SEO stuff. And, he and I really kind of developed a great bond over the years. So that's him right there. The other guy is me. And the guy in the back is this guy named James. He's a good guy too. And Russell is from a place called Boise, Idaho. Now, I don't know where you're from. If you're from the United States, you probably know where Boise, Idaho is, or you know where Idaho is. Nonetheless, it's right here. And Idaho is kind of where all of the potatoes come from in the United States. If you know anything about Idaho, you know that it is the potato capital of the world. And this is Russell when he was in college. And I kind of want to explain sales funnels to you by giving you the story that he often tells to kind of relate exactly what a sales funnel is. Now, he's from Idaho, and in Idaho, they got a lot of potatoes, and it only makes sense that potato guns, people will make potato guns in the place where all the potatoes come from, right? So this is an example of a potato gun. This is a guy shooting a potato gun. Now, I'm not kind of condoning any type of shooting or anything like that, but this is a potato gun where they shoot a potato out of, right? It's kind of interesting. And so he was in college. He did all of this research, and he was on the wrestling team in college. And it was him and his buddy Nate. And Russell was a newlywed, and his wife at the time, she was basically working a job so that he could, continue in school on his wrestling scholarship because he was in the wrestling team. And, everyone else was kind of out on spring break. And one week they decided to make a potato gun. And they geeked out on potato guns. And while everyone was out, kind of going on spring break and their wives were working, they decided to geek out and over the course of a week make a potato gun. They went to Home Depot, they got all the products, they figured everything out. They became experts at making potato guns, right? And one day it kind of dawned on him like that he would go out and he would see like how many people are actually searching for potato guns because he's kind of an expert at it. He realized 18,000 people were searching for potato guns every single month. So we decided to create this product, this DVD on how to make a potato gun and start to sell it online. Built this like really, really simple website, and he started to buy traffic, to buy ads on Google, right? Google AdWords. And for a while he was making good money, right? He would put $1 in and like $2 would come out, for example. But after a while, the ad costs went up. And competition, that's because of competition, a lot of people started competing, and then it wasn't profitable anymore to put $1 in. If he put $1 in, he wasn't getting even $1 out. So he was actually losing money. And that's when he heard about a guy who talked about adding upsells to the product purchase process. So we decided to add an upsell to the website, and I believe it was for plans, potato gun plans or something like that. And then the website became profitable again. And so that was kind of the dawn, the epiphany, the aha moment of how a sales funnel can make your website profitable, right? So a lot of people think that it's just a direct sale, and it's not. That's not how you make profit. Oftentimes people lose money in the front end just to acquire the customer, right? And so if we look at a sales funnel, this is a sales funnel kind of looking at it in the traditional way with the downward spout, right? Where all the people come in here, it goes from an awareness to a lead to a prospect to an actual sale and then loyal customers, right? That you can market to and follow up with. However, we also looked at a value ladder. Value ladder is how you kind of look at a sales funnel on its side, kind of flip it over to so it's kind of more like stairs. And as they ascend the stairs, it's almost like as you ascend the stairs, you're kind of going down, right? And so if you look at it like this, you will understand that sales funnels are really just mechanisms for extracting more money out of a prospect while also allowing you to deliver more value, right? And so as you can see here, as the value increases, the price increases, right? It's your ability to continue to ascend a customer up this ladder. And so you'd also look at something, this is also from Russell, that talks about the 7 phases of a funnel, right? That's why we looked at kind of the traffic temperature, because it's really important to look at the traffic temperature. These are different bridges, right? So the bridges are, how do you bring people in? A hot traffic bridge is a super simple thing where it's like they're already buyers, right? So it's very simple to create a hot traffic bridge to get people to the next phase of whatever it is that you're selling, right? So these are the pre-frame bridges, right? Hot traffic bridge is really simple. The cold traffic bridge, basically to get a cold prospect to buy something from you, that requires a lot of work, a lot of effort. It's a long sales page, a lot of copy, video, and stuff like that. And hot traffic bridge, you often won't have this qualifying the subscribers, but this just shows you kind of the 3 traffic temperatures in the beginning. And essentially what you're doing is, first of all, this is, where you're giving some value to them, and then you're selling them a low ticket item, and then you're ascending them up, right? Age and ascend the relationship. And then if you want to go to really, really high ticket stuff, this shows you an example of changing the environments, basically like get them on the phone to close them on a done for you package or a mastermind or something like that, right? This is often like an application funnel or something like that. And so a simple funnel, for example, would have been like, it looks a little bit like this. It's an opt-in to a one-time offer. So this is like something really, really small. This actually shouldn't say, one-time offer. It should just be like a sales page. So it's basically a sales page. then the checkout page where they actually buy it, right? And then here's where they're doing the upsell, where you ask for additional money and then you deliver the goods and the services. You could do up to 3 upsells. After that, it's really not good to do more than 3 upsells. And so that is a sales funnel, plain and simple. I mean, it is pretty basic. Obviously, this is just an introduction to it. And we're going to get into more of the mechanics of how it works. But that is a sales funnel. That is kind of the genesis of a sales funnel. And in the next videos, we'll kind of dive into a little bit more about the different types of funnels that we can build. And then we'll get into really down into the tactics and actually building them.